So America's Vet Dogs works in all 50 states to provide service dogs to veterans and first responders. Veterans often come to us who've been through some very dark moments, in their lives and their military careers.
So I got hurt on the 17th of September, and the first vehicle in a medevac convoy got hit by a roadside bomb. I jump out and went trying to run up to help, and as I was running between the second and first vehicle, I was hit.
I was wounded for the first time in February of 2004, and then came home, rehabilitated, got back out, did a few more deployments, and then got wounded again back in 2007, and that was the end of my career. So I spent 10 years doing this job and loving it, and suddenly the doctors were telling me all the things I couldn't do anymore. I had to figure out what was next for me, because that put me into a spiral.
Dogs are wonderful companions. They're so very smart, and they're very intuitive to what an individual needs. When the individual receives that dog, there's just a bond that comes in very, very early on. The dog wants to be a part of this team.
One of the things we're most proud of at America's Vet Dogs is that we do not charge. Everything we do is free to the veterans, from the breeding of the dog to the training. We bring them to our campus here on Long Island.
I was invited to the first on-campus class in 2008. I got to meet Benji, my first service dog, a golden retriever, who is my heart dog. He became a part of my family, he became a part of my recovery, and he became a part of not just my physical recovery, which is what he was trained to do. He became a part of my support system and my spiritual recovery.
When a person comes to our facility, they're very, very stressed. They're uncomfortable. We have classes that really form bonds. In addition to the dogs that form a bond with the individual, the applicants also support each other through this 2-week endeavor.
I wouldn't believe the change that we see unless I witnessed it myself, in which we've seen it now hundreds of times. When veterans get their dogs, you can see their demeanor change almost, in that moment.
When America's Vet Dogs called me, they said, "We are considering you for Charlie." Meeting your partner on the plaza in New York City, I honestly forgot that anybody else was there, because I only saw him.
For the last 20 years, America's Vet Dogs has really grown. We've had the opportunity to work with former President George H.W. Bush and provide him his service dog, Sully.
I remember sitting out in the backyard and watching Benji run around in the backyard with my kids, and it was something that I can't do. And I realized that he was doing things with my kids that I wasn't capable of doing. And I didn't feel like he was doing that in place of me. I felt like he was doing that with me. I felt like it was an extension of myself. I felt like I was a better dad because of Benjamin.
In the 7 years that Charlie and I have been working together, he's been to 30 states with me doing the Veterans Portrait Project. We have interacted with more than 8,000 veterans on that journey. I could not do 30 states, I guarantee you, without him by my side. I didn't know how much I needed Charlie until we were together.
I'd like to thank the Congressional Medal of Honor Society. It's such a gift. It's amazing that they recognize the work we do. I would say that every person that has received a dog from America's Vet Dogs will also be honored.
All of us at America's Vet Dogs are completely honored to be selected for this award. We have about 160 employees that work for the organization, but we have 1,600 volunteers, and every single one of us are going to be proud of this moment.